All right, y'all, cuz get in here so we can talk about this latest episode of Joseline'S Cabaret. Before we get started, make sure y'all like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn your post notifications on, and get down in these comments because y'all already know we're going to have to talk about it. And let's go ahead and get into it. Now, we kicking it off with Chinx versus Oceans. Baby, one thing about this fight, it was very much slow motion, very sleepy-like. It looked like both of them wanted to take a nap in the middle of it because wasn't nobody putting forth no energy into a real fight. And that's why I just didn't understand why the rest of the girls chose to dive off the stage and get the jumping on Chinx. It was ridiculous, okay? They was equally yoked, if you ask me, all right? It wasn't like they pulled either one of them apart. Nobody was going to have no black eye. Nobody was going to be injured. Nobody was going to end up in a splint. They was tired. They really didn't want to fight, but they kind of had to. They had just got done with practice, but y'all did not need to jump. And I mean, it was some of everybody jumping. I even seen the new girl, Sky. When in the hell did you start jumping with the OGs? Girl, they must have done had a ceremony on the back end that we don't know about and inducted her into the OG Hall of Fame on her first season. Because, bitch, she is starting to jump into all the OG fights just like all the rest of them do. It was ridiculous. Now, T is pissed, okay? Chinx done walked her ass off. She ain't even on the motherfucking stage no more. But you got T yelling to the top of her lungs. She gotta go. Jocelyn, she has to go because one thing about it, I'm doing eliminations tonight. I told you, this bitch gotta go home. I'm so sick of TeeLove. I don't really know what to do, okay? Y'all let me know if she's any of y'all fan favorites because I'm really getting sick of her little bald-headed ass, especially when we talk about what the fuck she finna do later on in the episode. Chinx done walked off and caught her breath. Okay, now she come back. She ready for action. She like, okay, I want whoever done jump me because I felt somebody jumping me. I don't know who it was, but I'm ready to fight, you know? Of course, TeeLove bring her motherfucking ass down off the stage and she get ready to fight. Come on, I got you. Let's go. They square up, baby. I don't know who the fuck taught Chinx how to fight because she over her like a wind-up doll with her motherfucking hands. What are you even doing? I have no clue, but they get to fighting. Baby, one thing about it, I will say that TeeLove did look like she was getting the best of her at some point, especially when, how the fuck you gonna let TeeLove little bitty ass pull you to the ground? This is a midget we talking about, and you a giant, and she got your motherfucking ass on that ground, and to the point where first she was beating you all in the top of your head, and then all we heard out of this motherfucking bitch TeeLove is Jocelyn, you needed to send TeeLove ass home right then and there, okay? Because you have to understand, it's not just Chinx that she's spitting on. You got security that's trying to break them up. They could get spit in their eyes, in their motherfucking nose, mouth, hands, all that. Don't nobody want to do that. We don't know what the fuck you got going on outside of her. You is a scripper. We don't know what other extracurricular activities you doing. Don't nobody want your spit on them. And then Jocelyn be in the confessional talking about, I just hate that bitch that get the spitting on bitches because it's so disgusting, and that's what I'm saying. I think Chinx is just really sick and tired of TeeLove because she spit on her. Well, then you need to send TeeLove motherfucking ass home. What is this friendship you got with TeeLove where you can't send her the fuck home for doing nasty ass shit like spitting? This is getting ridiculous. They break the fight up. TeeLove walking around looking like a literal little woman. Okay, she got her arms up. The champ is here. The champ is here, and I'm like, is it just me? Because this bitch look like her arms are not the same size as her body. They not the same size or the proportion that they need to be. She look real midgetish. Okay? Girl, go sit your motherfucking ass down somewhere. Yeah, you beat the girl up, but the girl was tired after all of that motherfucking fighting and jumping that y'all had just did. But she still came in there and did what she had to do. And again, I do not condone you doing all that motherfucking spitting. So I'm not about to give TeeLove no motherfucking props. They get back on the stage, all right? They get to practicing with Jocelyn. I think they was doing Bad Bitch because y'all know that's one of Jocelyn's new songs, and they got to make sure that the choreography is good. Round to the side, baby. Chinx come running. She get through security and everybody with a big old bottle of water and drench them bitches on stage with it. Jocelyn, this is another time where I'm like, see, you pick and choose who the fuck you want to go off with because you was on stage and you could have got doused with that motherfucking water. Fucked your weave all up, okay? They would have turned that bone straight into some motherfucking curly or wet and wavy if that water would have touched you and you just let that shit go. Now, had that shit had been Egypt or Neek or one of the girls you didn't like, you would have cussed them the fuck out and sent them home. And I don't think that that's cool for real. Okay? But Chinx through the water. The floor is all wet. That's why I don't understand why the hell Oceans or TeeLove thought it was smart to come running up on the stage to try to go at Chinx in the background. Both of y'all asses took a big ass spill. Ended up on the ground, and y'all could have bust y'all own motherfucking heads open doing some stupid shit like that. I don't understand it. At the end, after they pulled Chinx on out, TeeLove and them, of course, they telling Joseline once again why she need to send Chinx home. Joseline's sitting there acting like she don't know what the fuck going on. Bitch, you just seen what the fuck going on. This girl just got jumped, and then she came back mad and threw a bottle of water on everybody. She almost hit you, so you need to do some rectifying in this bitch. But instead, you want the drama to keep going, so you just sitting there. And TeeLove, Joseline, this bitch got 5 security guards in front of her fucking door. That's why the bitch need to go home. She don't need to go nowhere. And so what? Because y'all bitches keep trying to come and fight on this girl. So why the fuck wouldn't she have 5 security guards in front of her fucking door? That's all I'm saying. It definitely would make sense to me. Okay? Joseline end up telling them that she's going to take all the girls to San Diego to perform, but don't get comfortable, because just because they going to San Diego to perform does not mean that they going to end up being on tour with the Cabaret. But all the girls is happy nonetheless. And I don't blame them, because y'all been doing a whole lot of motherfucking no eating, no sleeping, just practicing to get to this point. So kudos to y'all for making it. Now, later on tonight, you got Neek. She's showing up to talk to Joseline. It might have been the next day. I'm not sure. She walk in a good mood. She try to hug Joseline. Joseline ain't having it. I don't know why in the fuck, Neek, you trying to be nice to this bitch. You should have came in with your poker face on like you had did when you sat down, okay? She sat down. They get to talking. Joseline, like, you know, Neek, what would you be doing if it wasn't for the Cabaret? What would you be doing if it wasn't for me? How would you be making your money? Because you came on the show, you only had 7,500 followers. You did not have no followers. And what would you be doing if it wasn't for the Cabaret? And it's like, poor Neek is just trying to stand up for herself. Well, I didn't have 7,500. It was like 20,000 is what I think I had. But that doesn't matter, Joseline. I'm not trying to argue with you. Joseline ain't hearing none of that shit. She keep on calling Neek all different kinds of disrespectful and all of this. And the thing of it is, Joseline, Neek is not disrespectful. At least I haven't seen her be disrespectful to you. What she does is she stands up for herself. She's not going to allow you to sit here and just talk any kind of way to her, like ISIS, like Egypt, like all the bitches that you done sent out because they don't want to stand on that stage and just let you degrade them like Stevie used to do to you. That's not cool. It gets to the point where Neek even just apologized to her. She like, Joseline, I'm sorry. I just apologize. If you felt a certain type of way about me and how I was acting, I just apologize. Can we just start over fresh? I just don't want to do this right now. And Joseline just end up telling her, bitch, you'll turn your back on me. That's what you did. You got on the stage at one point, you turned your back on me. Yeah, bitch, I turned my back on you because you was talking to me crazy. And right now, you're trying to get a rise out of me. Neek knew exactly what the fuck was going on. That's what was pissing Joseline off more than anything. It was the fact that Neek knows Joseline. And she was like, Joseline, I'm not trying to argue with you, okay? I'm not doing that. I'm not trying to argue. Joseline, let me tell you something. You remind me of my mother. And that's why I don't fucking like your motherfucking ass. Look at you right now, just how you chewing your gum. Bitch, you can't even say chew properly. Look how you chewing your gum. You chewing your gum and popping it, and you pissing me the fuck off right now. And you disrespectful because how you chewing your gum in my fucking face and I'm trying to talk to you. Joseline, girl, listen. I swear to God, I cannot wait until it comes a day when your daughter ends up in a situation like this and you have to sit up and watch somebody talk crazy to her, and you have to choose whether or not you are going to step in or let this girl be talked to any kind of way, because that is how you used to do women, because it's going to happen. Everything ends up coming full circle. And no, I'm not talking about Joseline's daughter. I'm just saying that shit is going to happen. Like, it's going to fucking happen. You already see that Joseline is making Bonnie Bella into a little mini dancer and all of that shit on stage. So she's going to want to dance one day. That's what I'm assuming now. And I could be wrong, but I'm just putting the scenario there. What would you do if some woman was talking to your daughter like that? Like, you would not ever want your daughter to stand for no shit like that. And who gives a fuck about your mama in this instance? Neek don't know your mama. Neek don't fucking owe you nothing when it comes to how your mama treated you. And I understand that she claimed that she was trying to make a comparison, but at the end of the day, no, you wasn't. Because you was trying to say that Neek was like a woman who let you get molested by a bunch of men, let men come in and touch on you and all that shit. Neek ain't never did that. All you could say was, Neek reminds you of your mama, because just like you tell your mama what she's done to you and she don't understand it, Neek can do the same thing. You should have just stopped it at that. You didn't have to go knee deep into the whole, that bitch, she still have not apologized to me 8 years later and come and say sorry to me because she let all these men come in and touch on me, touch my pussy, and do all this to me and kiss me in my mouth when I was young or when I was a little girl. That ain't Neek's problem. And I commend Neek for even still apologizing at that. And I felt so bad because then you start calling the girl a drunk. Neek, you ain't nothing but a fucking drunk. You skank mouth bitch. You ain't nothing but a drunk. I got videos of you laid out and you drunk. And Neek got the crying. And that broke my fucking heart. Because I could just feel her emotion from that. She was like, Joseline, I am not trying to go there with you. I'm getting irritated. But I'm not trying to go there with you right now. I'm trying to say, I want to just, can we start over? And can we just put this behind us? Joseline looking there like, that's exactly what I wanted out of this bitch. That is what you wanted. You wanted a rise out of her. You wanted tears. You wanted to bring her down to nothing and get her to begging you to come back in the cabaret only for you to get up and switch your motherfucking ass out of the scene and walk out and tell her to start talking to the couches. And I was so proud of Neek when she got up and said no and switched her motherfucking ass out. Because Neek, you don't need this. You really don't. It's some of these women that I be so proud of because they know their worth. And even though they don't do the most to disrespect Joseline, they let her know you're not finna just talk to me any kind of way. Bitch, my mama don't even talk to me like this. What the fuck make you think I'm finna sit here and just let you talk to me any kind of fucking way? That's crazy. Joseline, you have got to do better, dog. For real. And this episode, if it didn't show nothing else, it showed that Joseline is triggered by so much shit in her past. I.e., the mama situation. I feel like she's triggered from the Stevie situation because of how he did her. She's triggered from so much shit and she's taking that out on these women who don't do nothing but come on here and praise her and kiss her motherfucking ass cheeks and try their best to make it to the next season of the cabaret. And it's just really unfortunate, for real, honestly. The next day, the girls are packing to leave for San Diego. All right, everybody putting their shit in their bags. They get on the sprinters. Of course, you got T-ball-headed ass back here talking about motherfucking Chinx again. I just feel like Chinx don't need to be in the cabaret, you know, like, why don't she even need to be here? And it's like, bitch, she need to be here just like you need to be here. And no, I don't like Chinx and I don't like TeeLove. I don't like neither one of y'all. But if they gonna keep your spitty ass there, then it's not no reason why they need to send Chinx motherfucking ass home. That's it. Now, on the other sprinter, the girls are all excited. They talking about shit that matters. They wonder who gonna make it to, the actual tour. Shit that matters. They not on here talking about no motherfucking stupid ass drama because this ain't the time for that. Okay, y'all need to be getting hyped up, getting ready to get on stage and do y'all big ones. Okay, the girls, they end up getting there and they get to the venue. They start getting dressed for the performance. All the girls have on red. They look good. I'm not even gonna hold you. All the girls end up looking real good. They end up calling Chinx, baby. She done got dressed. I don't know how good she glued her wig down because you could see all around the top of it when them people call her that it looked like any little tug and it was going to come the fuck off. And you know you finna go out on this stage and do a whole bunch of sweating, so they could have put another layer or two on for you. But hey, that ain't me. I ain't the hairstylist. I'm going to just let you do you. But they call Chinx and they tell Chinx, you know, hey, Chinx, you know, unfortunately, you're not going to be able to perform in the cabaret tonight. She fired the fuck up. Why did y'all let me come all the way out here? I mean, it was a 4-hour drive. Y'all could have just left me back in LA where I was at. And I feel her 100%. She did Chinx like she did Lexi last season. Brought Lexi all the way to the motherfucking performance. Let her get dressed and all that shit. Makeup done, hair done, outfit on. And then have the nerve to call and tell her that she can't perform. That's some bullshit. You could have told me this from inception, and I would have stayed my motherfucking ass in the bed, laid up, getting me some fucking sleep, regardless of anything you talking about. LJ and Lemmy, they end up coming to surprise Joseline. And one thing about Joseline, when they come, she really be acting so shocked and acting like she don't know what the fuck is going on. Lemmy, what you doing? Oh my gosh, like, what you doing? And LJ's like, you know, I told you I was gonna surprise you all season. And she like, okay, but how did he get here? Like, what's going on? Like, I didn't know Lemmy was gonna come. And it's just like, Joseline, girl, just say hey, Lemmy, and go on about your motherfucking way, okay? You know sometimes these niggas just appear like motherfucking Houdini. We don't know what the fuck going on behind the scenes, and that just is what it is. Joseline go see the girls. All of them look good. They say a little prayer before they go on the stage for the performance. You got Lemmy that introduced Joseline to get on the stage. I love that. All the girls come on. They start out with Domino. Baby, why was I in here doing the Domino dance? Bitch, I done been watching this shit so long, I know the motherfucking dance, okay? I was rounding my work yesterday. Go! You heard me? Hands in the heart, Domino. And you got me fucked up, okay? But all the girls ended up looking great. I'm going to tell you who ended up standing out in the performances for me. Lexi stood out on every performance for some reason. I also, G-Baby, we're going to talk about her in a minute. Andrea, yeah, I seen her a little bit. Kaniyah, I feel like Kaniyah stood out. A lot of the girls that actually have talent stood out, and I love to see that for them. Next, they got Bad Bitches. That was one of the new things. Joseline told them, this is one of our new songs. Y'all got a new song for y'all. Who getting fucked tonight? Who's sucking some pussy? Okay, we're going to do the new song for y'all. I love her motherfucking interludes, okay? So, when they did that, the crowd started chanting for Oceans. Oceans come on there, bitch. One of her shoes is gone. The bottom of her foot looked dirty. It was a whole lot, but I get it. Crowd loved her. She came out there, showed a little love. It is what it is. G-Baby ended up having a solo with Joseline. I thought that was sexy as fuck. G-Baby is a hell of a fucking dancer. That's one thing about it. The bitch don't want to do all that fighting. But when it comes to dancing, you can't hold a candle to her, okay? Because she do her fucking thing. I wish they would have showed more of her solo, to be honest. And then they ended with Do It Like a Show Be Day. And they start throwing the confetti everywhere. Y'all, did y'all see Joseline titty me hanging out? She must have lost a pasty or something along the way, because, baby, I seen a nipple. I ain't putting it up here around to the YouTube because I ain't finna snatch my shit down. But I'm just saying, damn, Joseline, you need to learn to secure them a little more, because you know you do all that sweating on stage. Y'all gonna have to do a couple extra layers of adhesive or something when it comes to these motherfucking pasties and shit. Now, after the performance, all the girls are celebrating. Of course, as they should be. Everybody's hyped up. I love that Ricardo gave them their props. Joseline ends up coming out, telling everybody that they did great, and that she wants to do some more fun shit with them before they leave and go to the next location. But also that they need to kind of be on their pins and toes, or pins and needles, whatever the fuck the saying is, because not everybody is going to make it on the tour. Okay? So they gave them props. They did chores. All of that good shit. And that's where we end off the episode. But y'all get in the comments and let me know what y'all thought about this episode. It wasn't too much that was really going on, honestly. That's the thing about the Cabaret. It's real lackluster for real until it comes to the dancing. Because the fights, they just don't really be about too much. Y'all let me know what y'all thought about TeeLove doing all that damn spitting on Chinx. Do y'all think she should have been sent home for that? I mean, just for real deal. Because it, like I said earlier, it is not just Chinx she was spitting on. You got security. You got people in the vicinity. Joseline, Ricardo, all these people that could have got spit. It's just getting too much at this point. Make sure y'all like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn your post notifications on so y'all don't miss when I come back with the next one.